So tell us a bit about when you got bit, when you got the bug.
Sure.
When did you get into guitar?
It was about, first exposure to electric guitar. So I've always had the love for electric guitar. So my sister's a little bit older, pardon me, and she was watching a program on television, 2 programs. One was Alice Cooper, and if you remember his Rock Shock back then.
I don't, but I know of it.
That was one. So
like
watching his guitar players, but then watching Jimi Hendrix do Star Spangled Banner. Oh my gosh, it blew my mind. It's like,
how old are you when you?
13 or 14, and that
that's
really,
a good age, man.
Yeah, it really. What was my first album I bought? Vinyl was the Monkees. So the Monkees were huge. Well, not they were huge, but we were watching on television.
They were everywhere at the time. Yeah.
So I bought that, but shortly thereafter, the music bug stuck. So the first instrument I started playing was the trumpet, and I was trying out for the Blue Water Buccaneers. I don't know if you ever heard that.
Of course I have.
They're a drum and bugle corps, right? So, yeah. So I tried. It was horrible. Chuck Mangione, you know that one song that was popular? The poor fellow just passed, actually, rest in peace. But I can't remember the name of the song. Anyways, I've tried to practice that song outside my bedroom window, my poor neighbors, and so that was short-lived. And then my dad took me to Pickers Alley, so Mark's store on Mitten Street.
Yes, and rest in peace that store, because it's now a franchise, and he's retired. But yeah, shout out to Pickers Alley was a big part of starting his music career.
I have spent thousands of dollars there, and Mark and the crew, Sangoli and those guys, they're amazing folks. Love them, and they're still there. So Mark's retired now, but you got Tony and Gianni.
That's right.
They're helping. Paul, and Paul. That's right. And which is great. So, anyways, my dad bought me my first guitar. I was 14, and then started that whole thing. I think that the picture I showed you there. We're in the basement, and I ended up picking up a set of drums that were on the side at the curb. They were going to be thrown out.
Oh,
a couple doors down. Grabbed them, put them in my basement. So in the basement, I had my guitar, amps, this beat-up old drum set, and we had a boom box. So I had
you could just play it as loud as you could.
Loud as we could, and then we recorded on the boom box. So I've got scores of cassette tapes that we recorded just live off the floor.
Oh my gosh, fun stuff
so
with the built-in mic of the thing.
It did.
Can I like asking this question is, was it a dad please, and you wore him down over a month or two to get a guitar?
Nope.
He said he
not at all.
Is that right?
Not at all. So surprising. I was telling you earlier of Italian heritage. So my parents were born and raised in Italy, and they came here, and then I was born. So you think about that, stereotypical or traditional Italian family. So loud rock and roll music. I didn't think he'd go for it, my parents, but they did. And they supported me. They got the equipment, helped me get the equipment. They let us jam in the rec room. Make all sorts of awful noise.
If you got drums, you got cool parents. Shout out to my own mom, by the way, because that was my first instrument was drums.
So my mom, she'd come down and bring coffee and donuts and say, "Sounds really good, boys." I'm going, wow.
That is not the norm. That's a first I've heard in 40 episodes of the show where mom's bringing them coffee and donuts.
She supported
That's
the
beautiful.
whole time. Yeah, it was really wonderful.
That's awesome. That's awesome.